Hello, scientists! My name is Lindsay Huerta, and I am with the Joint Educational Project's Young Scientists Program and Wonder Kids Program. Today, we are going to be learning about the physics of light, and more specifically, how light behaves when it passes through different things. However, before we get into our super cool, super fun experiment today, we need to cover a few things first. So, let's go ahead and visit our Scientist of the Week. This week, we are visiting physicist Gohan Kamel. Gohan is an Egyptian physicist known for her work as an Infrared Beamline Scientist in the Synchrotron-light project for experimental science and applications in the Middle East, also known as Sesame. Now that we know who our Scientist of the Week is, let's get into some vocabulary. Our three vocabulary words for the week are translucent, transparent, and opaque. When something is translucent, it means that there is some light blockage and it may look hazy, but light can still pass. When something is transparent, it means that it's completely clear. The opposite of that is opaque, when you're not able to see through it at all. When something is opaque, that means no light can pass through it. So let's look at some examples. So transparency is kind of like this window. You can see the light passing through it, especially on the floor. You can see the light coming through the window. There is no blockage that prevents the light from traveling into the house. Translucency is a little different. As you can see with this window, light is still passing through. It's how we can see the beautiful colors on the floor. However, we also see that it's not as clear as the last window. So we know this is translucent because we can't clearly see outside, but light can still pass through the window. And now we go on to opaqueness, or opacity if you'd like. So, as you can see, there is no light coming from the curtains at all. Obviously, you can see the light coming from the window behind it, where the curtain isn't covering, but the curtains are so dark and so opaque that no light can come through at all. It's also important to note that light travels in waves just like sound. It will travel through things that are translucent or transparent, but not through something opaque like we just learned. Sometimes the light reflects off of shiny objects like on a mirror or in the water. So as you can see here, the light going through the water is creating this rainbow effect in the air, kind of like how our prisms are going to work today. So I held my prism up to a flashlight, in this case I used my phone, and I just watched, and this is what I got. So now that we've done that, what have we noticed? Especially when we held the prism up to the paper. What did we notice about the paper? What colors were more visible on the white paper than the other paper? Make sure to draw or write down your observations. Thanks, guys!